going to say Iskor, and Iskor is a memorial prayer. So everybody should rise.
Stand.
Iskor by Abba Kogman. Let us remember our brothers and our sisters, the homes in the cities and the house in the villages, the streets of the town that bustled like rivers, and the inn standing solitary on the way, the old man with his edged-out features, the mother in a sweater, the girl with her plates, and the children, the thousands of communities of Israel with their families, the old Jewish people that was brought to slaughter on the soil of Europe.
The man who screamed out suddenly and died while screaming. The legs that sought refuge, and there was no escape. And those who clenched their hands into fists, the fists that gripped the slip. And those who sacrificed themselves without being able to save others.
We shall remember the day in its noon, the sun that rose over the stake of blood, the skies that stood high and silent.
We shall remember the mounds of ash beneath flowering parks. Let the living remember his dead folk. Behold, they are here for us. Behold their eyes cast around and about. So let us not rest. May our lives be worthy of their memory.
1.5 million children were murdered by the Nazis and the collaborators during the Holocaust. In Soviet, children suffered from persecution, hunger, and disease. In many cases, their family members and loved ones were abducted and murdered, robbing children of their childhood. For them, the tragic separation from their loving family made for a deep, lifelong wound.
Each of us has a name by the poet Zelda. Each of us has a name given by God and given by our parents.
Each of us has a name given by our stature and our smile, and given by what we wear.
Each of us has a name given by the stars and given by our neighbors.
Each of us has a name given by our enemies and our lovers. Each of us has a name given by the sea and given by our death.
The figure. 1.5 million children who died is inconceivable. Thus, we are going to read a part from a little girl's diary who was murdered. Eva Heyman. Dear diary, I've turned 13. I was born on Friday the 13th. From Grandpa, I received photograph records of the kind I liked. My grandfather bought them so that I should learn French lyrics, which will make my mother happy, because she isn't happy about my school report card, except when I get a good mark in French. I do a lot of athletics, swimming, skating, bicycle riding, and exercise. I've written enough today. You're probably tired, dear diary.
Eva was caught by the Nazis, alone with her grandmother and grandfather, and sent to Auschwitz-Birkenau extermination camp, where she was murdered. She was still only 13 years old. 3 days before she was sent to the death camp, she wrote,
Dear diary, I don't want to die. I want to live, even if it means that I'll be the only person here allowed to stay. I would wait for the end of the war in some cellar, or on the roof, or in some secret cranny, just as long as they didn't kill me, only that they should let me live. I can't write anymore, dear diary. The tears run from my eyes. End of Eva's diary.
Avram Kopovich was born and lived in Lodz. He wrote poems. He was murdered in September 1944 at the age of 13 in Auschwitz-Birkenau, together with his mother. One of the poems he wrote was A Dream.
A dream. When I grow up and reach the age of 20, I'll set out to see the enchanting world. I'll take a seat in a bird with a motor. I'll rise and soar into space.
By wind I will cross the great Kangaroo Island and the ruins of Pompeii and the Holy Land.